we're in Africa.
We're Michael and Katie, and we're on a mission to push ourselves out of our comfort zones and to ultimately summit ourselves. We're embarking on an epic challenge, taking a clapped out Honda CRV on an incredible 4,000-mile expedition through 8 countries to Gambia. But this adventure is more than just conquering miles. We're on a mission to make a difference. Our trusty CRV is carrying vital supplies for Legs for Africa, a charity that transforms lives through mobility. That's not all. If we survive this journey and finish in Gambia,
bottom of the engine was cracked.
This beautiful car will be auctioned off, with the proceeds going to another incredible charity, ensuring our adventure creates an impact. So fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Part 1. Not a great start. We packed swiftly, and before we knew it, it was time to leave.
Good morning, guys. So it is the morning that the challenge starts, and we're meant to have set off by now. But, classic us, the car won't start. So, oh God, this was a short-lived challenge. Oh God.
Gertrude. I just want to go now.
Friday the 13th, how are you feeling?
Stressed?
We've messaged Mark, he said it's not a good start, is it?
No, it's not a good start at all, we didn't start. Basically, just going to give the engine a bit of a boost with some brake cleaning fluid through the air filter. Hopefully that might just give it a boost that it needs to get it going.
Drum roll, everyone.
Fun, Katie, isn't it?
Hey! Yeah, bang!
So, all we need to do is take some brake fluid, brake cleaning fluid.
And despite the odds, we were off to Portsmouth to catch the ferry. We are on the ferry. We have a 12 to 13 hour drive down to Spain. We'll see you in the morning. It wasn't long before we had our next problem. Turns out it was some air in the fuel line, and we had it sorted in no time.
Yeah, that's alright. That's big. Do stop. That's alright. That's better. Alright. Well, let's keep the up here in front of us.
It wasn't long before we realised someone had made a boo-boo with the tyres.
They are Dakar tyres. It says it, look, it's right on the outside of the can, it says it on the can. Dakar tyres.
Is that why you bought them?
Partly. Partly.
Oh my God, they're
But
going to be so noisy.
Come and look at the tread, look. Look at that. Look how knobbly they are.
Okay, so we are on day 3 and we are currently driving through Spain. We have about 4 hours, just under 4 hours until we get to Tarifa, where we're gonna have a party. You excited for the party? Party. Well done. Party.
Party.
He's grumpy today. He's a bit tired, he hasn't had much
I've been
sleep.
driving for 5 hours.
Oh, we can swap, I'll do the rest.
No, stop for swapping.
Stop for swapping and some snacks because I'm fucking starving. It's been a long old drive getting down here.
We stopped for swapping and met our family for the next 3 weeks. We arrived in southern Spain, where there was no party, but we did spend the next day exploring Gibraltar and getting some cheap alcohol. We also found some more problems with Gertrude, the Honda CRV.
Danger with it.
Nothing particularly loose looking,
No.
but there's something, isn't there?
Yeah.
Part 2, Morocco. Woo, we're going to Africa. Morning. So today is the day that we head to Africa. We're getting the ferry from Tarifa across to Tangier. Apparently the borders can be a little bit tricky and a little bit long-winded, so we'll probably see you after that because you can't film there. But it's absolutely chucking it down, it's so windy, so the ferry could be cancelled. We queued up with the rest of the teammates to see who could get on the ferry first. Fortunately for us, the ferry was not cancelled. Unfortunately, it was very, very choppy. After 4 hours of customs, we made our way into Tangier and we got lost straight away because we were following Dave.
Hello, so we have made our way out of customs, out of Tangier, and we are now on our way to a town called Chefchaouen. I think that's how you say it. The Blue Town, the Blue Village. How do you find driving in Africa so far? I know you've done it before, but...
different because it's absolutely chucking it down. The roads are wet, slippery, and yeah, manic.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy on the roads. There seems to be no rules, just kind of getting into the rhythm of it all. Yeah, it's so wet and rainy, which we weren't really expecting. So we will keep you updated when we get to Chefchaouen.
Chefchaouen is known as Morocco's famous blue city with a nickname, the Blue Pearl. It lives up to its nickname with blue washed walls, blue alleyways and blue doors everywhere you look. Chefchaouen is located in the mountains of northern Morocco, surrounded by stunning landscapes. Unfortunately, we didn't have long to explore and we were soon on our way.
Hello! So, I don't know how well you can hear me because you're on the GoPro, but we are making our way from Chefchaouen to Volubilis, which is a ancient Roman city, and the majority of it is still standing apparently. It's pretty high up in the mountains and the roads to get there are pretty much next to nothing. Yeah, this is our second day in Morocco, and we have 7 days to get to the Mauritanian border, which is a fair few miles. fair few miles. It's about 24 hours of solid driving, maybe a little bit less now, we don't know.
So we are in the old Roman town called Volubilis, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it's one of the best ruins I've ever seen. Look how amazing it is.
Volubilis is one of Morocco's best preserved Roman ruins, located between the cities of Fez and Meknes. The ruins remained substantially intact until they were devastated by an earthquake in the mid-18th century, and later looted by Moroccan rulers seeking stone for building Meknes. Its wealth was mainly from olive growing. This prompted the construction of many fine townhouses with large mosaic floors, which are still somewhat intact today.
Go on, push it over, mate.
The year that we went to Egypt was the last time.
See those clouds over there, Wayne, on the mountains? Oh, yeah. What are we looking at? Cloudy mountains. That's where we're going. Good. I like a cloudy mountain. Minus 17 degrees. Perfect.
Right, so the plan after this is we're going to a little place called Meknes, something like that, and we're going to be staying there for the night.
Yes.
And then from there making our way... Are we going to Marrakesh after that, are we?
Yeah, I'm going to Marrakesh.
And we're making our way to Marrakesh, I think, and then maybe over the Atlas Mountains after that, which would be quite cool. The lower Atlas Mountains, because I think the higher ones might be a little bit snowy.
A little bit higher as well.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, they're a little bit snowy, a little bit cold for camping. The bit I'm most excited for in Morocco is probably Marrakesh Market. After seeing it on King and It's and Eamon and Beck's videos, just kind of want to go and experience it day and night as well. So yeah, that's probably the bit I'm most excited for. And then Gambia at the very end.
Walking through the Medina, loving life, taking in all the smells, all the sounds.
Unfortunately, we don't have long in Marrakesh, so we dive straight into the Medinas and take in all the smells and noises. This is certainly one of the most beautiful cities that we have ever encountered. It did, however, start to get a little bit too much, so we went and found some food where some guy wouldn't stop clapping. We finished off the evening with some music in the square.
Hello wonderful people, once again we are back in the car on the road. We are making our way to the lower Atlas Mountains before dropping down the other side and then camping on a beach this evening.
But we had some catching up to do, because when we were in Marrakesh we found out that our brakes were shot.
Definitely got it on the inside. Yeah.
The Swedish Vikings, Connie and David, stayed behind to help us get it fixed, and then we were on our way to the Atlas Mountains.
Gone the wrong way.
Here we go, time for some food.
So we are currently in the Atlas Mountains somewhere, we're not actually really sure, but we have found a little hotel because it's about to get dark and obviously it's not very safe to drive in the dark. So yeah, we found a little hotel and we're currently about 2,100 metres high. So yeah, it's going to be a bit chilly, but it's a lovely place and it is 230 dirhams for dinner, breakfast and the bed, which equates to about £23. So bargain really.
Oh, Wayne, that's not a wave. What's that? What's that? Have the scalpel.
Concentrate. When I made that video, I don't want to see it. If he says 50 dirhams,
He's a man
What's happening here, Mark?
that would never give in.
No idea.
No idea.
What happened was, Casey fucked up.
Too forceful.
She's always too forceful.
Because you bought her a cheap present and it's right.
Was that off Amazon?
Yeah, £6.
Say that you splashed out on me.
You don't get anything next time.
fucking hoonie.
We had a pretty beefy drive from the mountain pass. We were up at the crack of dawn and we didn't arrive until late. Right, so we have now had our first glimpses of the Sahara. We're getting there. Well, we stopped in this lovely place. We'll show you the room in a minute. But honestly, the drive here was absolutely spectacular.
It was, yeah.
It's brilliant. It's amazing.
Definitely the start of the Sahara, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And look, this is where.
Oh.
This is where you come if you're in the van.
Look at all the vans.
So we're not actually quite sure whereabouts we are, but we'll put the name here for you.
Oh. No, you haven't got the magic finger, mate. I got it. It's here. Try again. I'll get you. Oh, you can have the magic finger. Ooh, I'll even make it look sound. Go on, do it again. There you go. Spectacular, really.
Yeah.
Morning, morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How much was this room for the three of us?
50 euros or 500 doodahs. Dirhams.
Doodahs. Pretty good.
I'm tired.
So the plan today is we're heading towards Layoun in the Western Sahara, and then have some lunch there, and then drive all the way down to Boudor, which is in Western Sahara, and hopefully find somewhere to camp.
Part 3. This one's disputed.
How are you finding the drive?
Yeah, it's alright. Bit windy,
Bit windy.
bit sandy.
We found a nice little camping spot by the coast, and it wasn't long before someone got stuck in the sand. We even had a helping paw from a little pooch. It turns out we weren't allowed to camp there and we got moved on.
Oh, we get on the same tunnel all the way along.
We found a perfect little spot for camping, further along the coast. We even asked the armed guards if it was okay to camp there. One of them said yes.
How are you feeling about camping?
Okay, now I've got the tent set up. It's not too cold.
After watching us set up camp, the guards then came over and said we had to leave, so we went to a hotel instead. We were very tired after packing down the tents, so we didn't really film anything at the hotel. The next day we made our way very close to Dakar. And if you're enjoying this video, why not subscribe? We had a lovely dip in what looked like swamp water.
It's a nice colour, isn't it?
We then sat around, reminiscing of the journey so far, and drinking the last of our alcohol before heading into Mauritania. Just cooking up some rations, got an all-day breakfast and a veggie all-day breakfast. Not sure if it's going to make us ill, they're out of date, everyone's been getting ill, we're not sure why, this could be the reason. But hey hey.
How was your breakfast?
Bloody gorgeous, all gone look.
What one did you have?
I had all day breakfast and local fresh bread.
Oh.
Yummy.
Well, that's what I've got, so that's good.
Nice YouTubers.
They said it was good though.
No.
No. I could hear someone's snoring.
That's probably us.
Okay.
Trying my ration pack. This is a all-day breakfast. It went out a day in December. Hopefully it'll be nice. Not too bad, it's just mostly beans. But like little sausages that... Yum. Yay. Is it acceptable to cry? Oh, I've had a rubbish night's sleep.
Let's have a look at it, let's have a look at it.
I've had a really bad night's sleep in a tent and now I'm eating this.
Ooh, yeah, looks good. Meow meow.
Hmm?
Meow meow.
Meow meow. That's so cute. I just fed them some of my breakfast because they were chatting away very loudly. So now I gave them some of my breakfast and now I've got hot chocolate.
We had a pretty chill couple of days here. Katie drove us to Dakar and back for some supplies, and then we decided to spend the rest of the time in the bar. Hey! How'd you find it then?
Okay, there's a bit of a wheel wobble at like 60 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's the tyres.
Yeah, so your arm's like...
Turn the engine off.
But yeah, other than that, alright.
Oh, amazing. Oi, oi! Hey! Does the paint work? Next time I get absolutely thrashed at bowls, we drive full speed into the lawless Mauritanian desert where things start to get exciting.
That's the fun bit.
Stop, major problems, major problems.
I'll tell you something, it's the best poo you'll ever have when you have it in the desert.